and welcome back to my opera channel. This week on Vivsgreen, we are doing a collaboration! Yay! And helping launch my friend Maayan's YouTube channel, the NotSoGlamorous Diva. She is actually a working opera singer. Unlike me, she has finished all of her studies and is now working, and go over to her channel afterwards. Don't forget to subscribe there. Don't forget to subscribe here, and together we can grow the world of Diva studies. Today I am filming what's in my suitcase. I am not going anywhere anytime soon, which makes me sad. I'm moving to the UK in 3 months. I'm moving to the UK in 3 months, but for that I'll need to take a little more things with me. Just going for an audition, this is all I take. Now it doesn't matter if I'm going for 1 audition or 6 auditions and I'm there for 3 days or 2 weeks. I basically take the same things. To begin with, I have my suitcase, my backpack, and that's all I actually take with me, because you don't want to be paying for extra luggage. So this is Princess. It's her name. I did not name her Princess. She came with the name Princess. If it was up to me, she would probably have a man's name. It would probably be something like Gerald. Let's open her on up. Starting with what I wear on the plane. I wear this outfit. My Vans. If you might not know by now, I really like blazers. I wear them all the time. In my suitcase. Da da da. Ooh. Starting with my beautifully large and blanket like scarf. This is the best thing in the world because it is not only massive. I got this on mud cloth about 2 years ago. What's great about this is it keeps my neck super warm, and as an opera singer we like to protect our throats and our neck, and it also doubles as a blanket and it folds up pretty small. And I also have a large sweater, which is super cozy. This I got from Urban Outfitters. It's great because it doubles as a pillow. Everything. It's like in minimalist lifestyle, or more like a tiny house lifestyle where everything has many, many purposes. So I have my large scarf and my large sweater, a pillow, and a blanket. Very important. With that, I have my audition dress. Now, I have this is my audition dress. I got it at Bloomingdale's Rack, whatever it's called, like the Bloomingdale's outlet, not the one where everything's on sale. It's by a designer called Hobbs London, but it was made in China. I'm sorry. I only wear this as my audition dress. The reason is I don't have to worry about what I'm gonna wear every audition, and I can concentrate on things like the singing part of the audition with this blazer, and that is my outfit. Moving on. Every time I travel, I take one of these, a foldable tote bag. This is great because it folds up into my backpack later, and it's extra storage space for when I buy things along the way, maybe. My shoes that I wear for my audition, pajama pants, fuzzy socks, because nothing is worse than a really long day out and then coming home and then not having a nice pair of warm socks to put on, especially if you're going to auditions in the winter and at night. I am a big fuzzy sock person. Sweater shirt. I might mention that this is for when I travel for auditions in the winter, and I would also wear my coat on the plane with me, which is another way of having another pillow, and 2 t-shirts, a dress, and another blazer. But this is like a foldable, very floppy blazer that I got many, many years ago. That's it for clothing. A pair of Spanx because my dress is tight and I don't want people to see that I don't go to the gym. Pantyhose, tights, stockings, whatever you want to call them. Some warmer type. Umbrella. You don't want to be buying an umbrella. That's just a stupid thing to buy. And that is it for clothing. And that's all I take. I don't take any more clothing. And that could be for 2 weeks or more. And everything that I bring has to like mix and match and work with more things. So I have basically 2 blazers, a sweater, a scarf, and some shirts, and 2 dresses. One's fancy, one's not. Let's move on to toiletries. In my suitcase, which is going in the overhead compartment that I'm not gonna actually open up, I have my dry toiletries, like, for instance, toothbrush, setting powder. This is Too Faced, Born This Way. Oh, and a brush for that. Tarte's Amazonian clay palette eyeshadow. That's what this is called. Boo boo choo. Colors are very neutral, and I like that. Then a bunch of brushes and an eyeliner, brow pencil, Stila eyeliner. This is how long I've had this. that it's broken off. Bronzer from Body Shop, along with a shimmering highlighter, which is also broken, and a really new great thing that I bought, and I just bought a new one, is a mini solid brush cleanser. Also in here, I have some contact lenses, Advil, always good to have, some bobby pins. This is one of my favorite things. I love putting in my hair. It's like a hair comb. Put it in just to make my hair look a little fancier. That's the dry stuff. Lastly, what I put in my overhead bin bag, a travel thermos. This is perfect. Most places have hot water, and if you go to a lot of places, they will also give you a discount if you have a cup like this. But since I travel around with tea with me at all times, because, I mean, have you met me? I'm obsessed with tea. Then this is great. I just carry around tea bags, and then I just ask people for hot water. You have a way to drink, and it's perfect. So that goes in there too. And that's it for my suitcase. In my backpack. So I packed this extremely tightly. First off, in the small pocket, I have my passports, my giant bag of tea. Basically, I make a collection of teas that I'm going to drink. This is actually my everyday bag anyway. But then inside, I have a smaller one so that I can take it with me, like, just instead of taking the whole bag with me. I don't know why that was so hard to say. Then in the big pocket, which I have a bag full of all the cords I need, and George. George is my external hard drive where I also keep lots of movies. And especially if you're not going to have internet on the plane, it is great for downloading movies and then not having them take up space on your computer. And especially sometimes you go to places and they don't have Wi-Fi, or the Wi-Fi connection, I mean, they have Wi-Fi, but the Wi-Fi connection's not great, and that's just perfect. Yeah, so that's that little pouch. In the pocket of my bag, I have Norman the metronome. I then, in this bag, put all of my liquids, and I put them in the bags that they ask for. And the reason I do it in here and not in there is because I hate being that person that has to, like, unpack the bag and then take out these, and then take out, like, the large pouch and then empty it out. And this is if it doesn't fit in here, it doesn't get to come with me. Okay, so I have my foundation and concealer, mascara, cream eyeshadow, a wrinkle release. Now this is perfect because it also smells real nice. And if you don't have a way to iron your clothing or do all that stuff, this is super great because it will do it all for you. Hand sanitizer, as always, very good to have. Toothpaste, travel size. You're not gonna go through this in 2 weeks. And if you are, then you can go to any pharmacy and get a travel size one. A muscle rub cream. Now, when you're traveling for auditions, you're under high stress, and you're carrying around very heavy bags, this is the first thing that you're gonna wanna use when you go to bed. So then a Kiehl's face wash, moisturizer, deodorant, very important, mouthwash, also great for the plane too. Lipsticks. I always take like 3 or 4 very different shades so that I have options, because you can do the same exact makeup everywhere else, and as long as you change your lipstick, it looks like you did a completely different look. That is my trick. And a tiny little Midnight Miracle from Kiehl's. That's the liquids bag. Oh. A water bottle. Now, so you don't have to buy a water bottle. You can empty it out right before through security, and then fill it up when you get on the plane, and you saved yourself a lot of money. And also, because you're a singer, you're going to want to drink a lot of water, and those little bottles are never enough. So, water bottle. It's the same water bottle I carry on with me every single day, but my wallet, pencil case, my Kindle, because I like to read, and carrying around a lot of books in this tiny bag takes up a lot of room. Best purchase. A little notepad for like to-do lists or random thoughts. My day planner, always need that. Okay, my singing notebook. Now, whenever I learn a new piece, I also have to translate it and all sorts of stuff like that. So this is everything about every piece is in here, and just so I can review what I'm singing and why I'm singing it. Laptop. Lastly, the most important thing, my singing scores themselves. I've had an audition where, well, he didn't steal, he just never returned my scores. So then I had to scramble to find, in 2 days I had to scramble and find new scores, but I was in a country that I didn't have any access to libraries or a printer, and it was very freaking difficult, and I do not suggest that. So what I do is I take the pieces that I am singing, and I take my copy with all of my crazy notes and colors, and then I will bring 2 clean copies, one for the pianist and then one so that I have in case they don't return it to me. But I also have them now on files on my computer because I learned from my mistake. When I take pieces, I take the exact pieces that I'm going to sing in the audition, and then I'll take an extra fun piece for me to work on so that I have something that's not related to the auditions that I can de-stress about, and I know that I can sing well. Okay, and that is everything I take with me. There are 2 things that I would suggest you take, but I didn't have the travel size of them. One very useful thing that I did not have the travel size for is a dry shampoo. Need I say more? Traveling, it is very helpful. I usually buy like a small shampoo and conditioner when I get there because it didn't fit into my little... And another thing which saves my life on a day-to-day basis, cocoa butter. Now, this is a great, very hydrating moisturizer and really great if you have dry skin like I do, especially dry lips. This is perfect. I just didn't have the travel size. This is small enough to be a travel size. It's 3.5 ounces, but didn't have room in my bag, and a lot of airports now that don't let you travel with more than that little plastic bag. Anyway, that's all folks. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this little experience into my suitcase bag, traveling as an opera singer. Please go check out my friend Maayan's channel. She also has a video up there. I will leave links right over here and right over there. That NotSoGlamorous Diva. So stay tuned for more from her, stay tuned for more from me, and I will see you all next week. And you can also follow me on all the social medias. I will be back next week with a new video, and until then, have a great, great week, and don't forget to go see an opera. Let's go fly a kite up to the highest height. Vivs out.